That's a bear. Is that a bear? It's a baby bear. Oh, it's not a baby bear. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Abort. It's a wolf.
Played the game badly with a bit of luck. You can hear me? You can hear me, look at that. It's almost like I've done this before. Game audio's playing, the sounds are on. Hello, hello, I am back. And it is only me, it is only me. And yes, I'm running late. Now, a lot of that is because I decided that what I tried to do before I started was to get this monstrosity running on a server, and oh my god, is it difficult, right? Installing the server was fine. Trying to get it to run the game I've already started, impossible so far. So if anybody's got any kind of magical wizardry that, you know, might know how to make that happen, I am all ears. The server is still running in the background, but I just kind of haven't got there. It does, of course, mean that we are just going to have to live with the lag. All right, that's just what we're going to have to put up with. There is no way around that. How is everybody? Is everybody recovered? Now, for those of you that don't know, where have you been? Welcome. Oh, actually, before we begin, a great big thank you to Dr. Plague 1352. Now, it's entirely possible that you're just kind of a drive-by spammer, but in case you're not, let's have a look. Where is it? There we are. In case you're not, you did follow before the stream started, but thank you very much for joining Zen Plays Games Badly. All of the following that happens here absolutely helps this channel grow and allows me to continue to doing absolutely bananas things like playing PalWorld. And let's be honest, PalWorld is a bit bananas. Bananas. Now, you might be wondering where we were last week. Well, last week I was at work. Actually, that was the honest answer. I was at work. They made me work on my packing day. Teeth incoming. Don't you dare. I am recovered. You are recovered is a complete lie. But anyway, I was at work, which meant that I couldn't do my packing on the Thursday, which meant I had to do it Wednesday, which is why I wasn't here. And if you're wondering what it was I was packing for, I was packing for Hero Fest. I was absolutely out there putting stuff in the car and getting ready, and I had an absolute blast. Now, some of you might have heard Zachy Blade Daniels talking about a gift that she was going to get my character. And there was a lot of kind of back and forth. There was a lot of hints dropped in the channel. Now, some of you may have seen it, but for those of you that haven't, I thought that I would bring it tonight because it is just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So are we ready to find out what it is that Zachy Blade Daniels got my character? So let's just escape that. Let's just come up here. It's coming. Please don't. Utterly shattered the great mushroom. It got us back together. You did. Okay, so we're going to need to do a bit of explaining with that. It's coming. Okay. So, a little bit of explaining about what happened, a little bit of backstory. So, in this game, so this is Hero Fest, this is the LARP, okay, that we play. And one of the things that happened on kind of the first night, on the Friday night, my character is engaged to Zachy Blade Daniels' character for long and complicated reasons. And on the Friday night, we discovered that the necklace that I had so diligently borrowed permanently for them, was cursed. And so we decided to, well, I didn't, their sister did. Their sister decided they were going to remove the necklace, which mostly involved killing them, taking off the necklace, and then healing them. But they then were so obsessed with this necklace that they chose the necklace over being with my character and then ended the engagement with my character. Just gone like that. Threw back the engagement present, and that was it. That was the end of the night. Everybody, that was it. We were stopped. Done. And then the following morning, my character was off doing other things, so I was busy doing sort of some NPCs. That's non-player character, so helping out doing some of the games. And I played a new character called Papa Domingo. We've done a little bit of Papa Domingo here. And then Zaki Blay Daniels' character woke up and realized that things were over. And boy, were they over. And I wasn't there. They spent the morning, so I'm told, absolutely in bits. They got told, forgive me, they got told that things were over. They didn't even know what they did. Can you imagine? They just ended a relationship that we had kind of fought for, that we'd had lots of conversations around, that had grown and blossomed, and it was done. On top of that, they had to go and see their parents to kind of do the whole, look, I'm getting married to this guy, not knowing whether or not it was going to be okay. They had to lie to their parents, go, yeah, no, we're still together. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, yeah, no, it's going to be okay. So they did all of that. They came back. And my character doesn't. My character comes back. And in that moment, there was a part of me that just was going to go, yeah, do you know what? No, thanks, but no thanks. I genuinely had a conversation with another member of our crew to wear the engagement favor back to camp just to see their reaction. Because, I mean, they spent a lot of time on here properly bratting me, and I thought I would just show them what that's like. But they took me to one side in the sort of mid hot afternoon, and they presented me with this gift to ask whether or not I would consider getting back together with them. Now, would you all like to see the gift? Would you all like to see it? Yeah? Yes. Zaki Blitagnus, I know you're going to say yes, but there are other people here. Maybe I should just get on and stop talking and just play the game. Maybe I should just play the game. Maybe I'll just play the game. Yeah, we could just play the game. You did. The great mushroom UT is this in brat life. Play the game with it on. Well, just you wait till you see this. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? All those out there in Twitch land. Okay, so I've got it right here. Look at that. All right, it is just this absolutely beautiful tricorn. Look at that plumage. It is a purple tricorn. All right, purple tricorn. Look at that. And I don't know if you can see, but right down there is my camera. Will my camera pick that up? There is a key and a sword through the heart. Look at that. Look at that. I thought that was incredibly appropriate. Now, so we've got people saying put it on. So let's put that down there. How's that? Okay. Look at that. I mean, isn't it just the most gorgeous thing? Isn't it just the most gorgeous thing? It is absolutely far too fabulous. Now, genuinely, I thought that this was so cool that I have been wondering about just rebranding everything to this. All right. Because my brand came because of this. All right. And I was just like, do you know what? Maybe this is the new brand. Did you recognize the key? Do you know what? Hang on. Right. So, did I recognize the key? This key right here. Now, um, let's see. I didn't actually have time to look at the key, but I did notice that there is a skull there. So I'm guessing because I have seen a key like that before. That it is part of. Yeah, can you see it? Now it doesn't actually come away from the hat. So it can't actually unlock anything, but I'm fairly certain it is the key that I have been in character chasing for ages. The key to a certain piece of underwear is my guess. But I haven't actually confirmed that. But it might. We might get a chance to confirm it. So, are people saying that for tonight we do that? Hey, Anna's Garmal, you might not have seen this. Here it is. Here's the purple tricorn. That hat is stunning on you. Absolutely. Thank you very much. The hat is stunning on me. I don't know why I'm trying to adjust it in my camera because it's not going to work. My camera's wonky. So yeah. So that's what we did. So we did that, and actually, joyously, we did very little else. We did lose a crew member. Lose is a strong word. Misplaced. They're currently a greater vampire, working on that. And we spent the entire event going, do you know what? I can see that that's plot, but thanks, but no thanks. All right. I bravely was given a giant, powerful magical item, and I went, have it back. It really does bring together the look. Okay. So if you haven't seen the rest of the look, it does come with a purple greatcoat. I mean, yes. I mean, all excited for July. Yes, there is no wedding in July. It's going to be the Interplane Affair, but I did think that maybe a year Interplane Affair would be a really good time if we're doing it in character. Please, I want her for a bridesmaid. Well, this is the thing: is I want Boric back before we do the wedding. Like that's the line, right? That's the most dangerous thing that I have to do. So. For those of you wondering, in this funny little game that we play, Boric is a friend of ours. He's a greater vampire. Now, there is a way of getting him back. It's stupidly complicated, and there's only a small number of people on the world that can do it. I was one of them, and until a few weeks ago, where I might have made a tiny mistake. So if I can work that mistake off, I might be able to bring him back. So just kind of letting you know how that goes. Yeah, all you could do was to wave and say hi this time. Yeah, I get it. It was quite a tough old event actually. Right now, what I'm just gonna do, because I've still got Facebook open here. Now the Facebook is still open here. Because I was trying to set up the server and it just hasn't worked. And Little John probably won't be back until 9. So, that's not going to really work for us. So now I just need to shut that down. Let's just close Facebook, because Facebook absolutely eats CPU power. And so when you are running a server, one of the things that you do need to remember is to power off and then delete it. Otherwise, it's going to cost me £76 a month. The mistake wasn't tiny, Zen. It was tiny. Does Fontel have a love stick for Fest? I do have. Little John, welcome to the stream. Just got off the train. Little John, do you know what? I did try a server. Absolutely, I did try a server. I set it up and everything. It just will not run the save game. I don't know how that will work. You are welcome to join in to my little laptop. It will be laggy as all heck, but you are willing to join if you want to. Or I can repower on the server and you can try and get it working. Like whichever floats your boat, my friend, whichever floats your boat. Let me know before I delete the line node. Let me just, I'll power it on. And then you can have a think. I just need to remember to absolutely I suppose I should actually give you a password as well. Gonna need a root password. So for those of you that don't know, a root password is the way in which you access a server remotely, and I mean, you don't have to get streamable. I mean, you're welcome to. You're welcome to. We're probably going to be knocking about for a bit. We haven't even got as far as playing the game yet. So let's just launch the Lish console. Just so I can. All right, so I can now copy this into the Discord. You know this bit where when you're streaming, you're meant to actually keep talking, and then there are some things that I just cannot do and talk at the same time. Bonk. Bonk. Right, so I put that in there just in case you get a moment. I'm going to try and close some of these windows in the vague hope that I will actually get some CPU back. And what I will also do, I think, just in case. Oh, no, I wanted that. Ah, boo. Right, so the other thing I am going to ask before we actually dive into the game is I know, well, we have a friend that is currently doing a fundraiser, and it'd be great if somebody is able to actually drop that that fundraiser into the channel. Now, what they're doing is they're fundraising for a new wheelchair. I did check earlier, and it does look like they have got the amount they need. But if somebody's able to drop that in, that would be great. Now, that done, I think I've closed everything, so maybe I will have a CPU cycle or two. The kind of frustrating thing is that what I really want to do is I really want to kind of remove the picture of me from the view. But the one thing that you can't actually remove is it is the actual camera, is the thing that you are streaming, which is, I get it, frustrating, but there we are. Right, so let's just reduce that. So here we go. All right, now let's find out how we are going. Right, where are we now? Back into the game. And you may remember, wow, I am. Is everybody okay there? Because my OBS appears to have just frozen solid when I do that. Maybe it's just a thing of priorities. We all okay? We all still there? Or did OBS just die on me while I was doing that? Cool, we can hear you. Excellent. Right. So, Little John needs to absolutely have a look at this creature. Look at it. And now we did this last week, but I think Little John, I didn't realize we got two of them. Absolutely needs to see this. So this is called a lavender. And now one of the things that you can do with a lavender is you can pet them. And it just now, like I could have decided to use a different path. But yeah, just look at that wiggle. Just look at that. So I think it is a succubus, and now if I don't know if I can get it. It took me forever to try and get this last stream. But you can actually definitely some fan service in that design. That design is all fan service. That's just all fan service right there. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Like it's just too entertaining. So they are coming with me. What are we doing? Pick up fallen branches to hit trees to get wood. What? Why do I still have like the get wood stuff? Okay. There we are. Got wood. Open the options menu. Check the survival guide. Okay, open the build menu. There we are. Okay, so now it's catching up. Right, so it reckons I've done all of those. Oh. Well, that'll be why we're running on low, is that the laptop is running in low power mode. So give me 1 minute. There we are. Yay! No, it's not running on battery. I actually have CPU cycles again. I bet if a water nymph struffing about like that, Fontel's marriage would be in jeopardy. Abso-freaking-lutely. A water nymph looking that way would be a problem. Like a big problem. All right, let's see. Did I build the primitive workbench? No, but it won't do me any harm to sort of build one. We probably need to anyway. Oh, right. One of the things that I have learned, right, is you can change how you build now. So if you choose left control, it snaps it in place. So you get absolute kind of precision, which is so much better. So, and look at all these pal spheres. Look at them all. Nyam. This is what happens when you put fixes. There we are. Loads of pal spheres. So I've still got a craft one apparently, but we can worry about that. Right. So apparently what you have to do is drop stuff and then they will sort it. So let's try that. Let's drop things for the pals to sort. There we are. Let's drop these. Let the pals sort them. Like so. There we are. Right. Oh, hang on. What's that? Ah, right. Not a thing I can do anything about. A friend of mine is a little stuck, but oh, look, there is a small person. Would you like to come and say hello before you go back to bed, small person? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So, hi, Sharkbait.
Hi everyone.
So, Sharkbait says hello. We give you a microphone. So there you are. Say hello now.
Hello.
There we go. So, Sharkbait should be in bed, shouldn't you, buddy?
I'm trying to get to bed, but I can't.
You can't go to sleep.
I'm trying.
All right. What kind of advice should people give you to go to sleep? What do you think you need to do to go to sleep?
I don't know, but I'm with my mom trying to get to bed.
You're gonna go try and get to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a good night. All right. All right, and you sleep well. Okay.
I'm trying to.
All right. You're gonna try. I mean, that's the best thing. That's all anybody can hope for. Okay.
And nothing is perfect.
No, nothing is perfect. Off you go, my friends. Have a great night. There we are. That was Sharkbait. Wander down to say hello. Also known as Destroyer of Worlds. You can watch him over on Zen Plays Games Safely. Ooh, coffee. Great. Now. Today's just a night of distractions. What are we doing? Right, yes, we are trying to do that. Thank you very much for the follow, Anna's Garmel. 8 months. 8 months following with Prime. Now, you were kind of interrupted, so I'm just going to give you the sound again. So. As Garmel, thank you very much for the follow. Every follow, every sub, every bit of money goes towards making this stream the absolute disaster that it is. If you do want to help support the stream, if you do want to kind of help me perhaps buy a better potato other than this little laptop that I'm running on, you can do that in 1,000 ways. You can be like Anna's Garmel and be a member of #CultofZen by subscribing here. You can also, and there's a little link this side of the screen, just down here. This just down here. So you can kind of go and donate over on Ko-fi, and that money does kind of come straight to me, with a little bit off the top for transaction fees and that kind of stuff. Or you can submit, if you do have a Prime subscription, you can link it to your Twitch account. And then you can just follow me, and it costs you nothing, but it takes from Bezos and it gives it to me, and I'm far more deserving than some random billionaire. So please do consider doing that. So thank you very much for the follow. Right. Now, what am I doing? Right. The way to find out what I'm doing is to go and stand and talk. Where is this thing? This is the quest giver. So V, base upgrade. What are we trying to achieve? Wheat plantation. Right, so we've got to go find things what produce wheat seeds. So probably the best. Ooh, that's back. Let's go do wheat seeds. Let's go do that. Fast travel. We have not really been very far at all, actually. Maybe I should fix that. All right, let's just fast travel over here. And then maybe consider going somewhere else, right? Let's consider actually doing a hacking explore. So there's some stairs up here. Let's go up the stairs. Right, we are off on a little tiny bit of an explore. Let's see, what do we need? Well, we need a pal out, so let's let that one out. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of follow the path for a little. Let's just reload the crossbow while we're going. Yeah, I've got some pal spheres. I'm just going to follow the path, really. Now, there are many ways in which you can play this. Do lots of exploring, and kind of see what kind of things are about, or follow the path. It appears the game is slowly catching up with itself. Look at that, just all those kind of pink. We have made it to Autumn Rocks. All right, let's just kind of forge over here. Now, there has been an update, and I do want to just say a little bit about the update. Now, you will remember that we have this little guy in our inventory, and we used to keep him in our inventory because we used to be able to glide on him. Now, the Fun Squad over at Nintendo decided that apparently that was in breach of a patent. And so because of that, you can no longer glide on your PAL. So that was nice of them, wasn't it? Yeah, no, so I've unlocked this one. What's going on with the map? A majestic C flat flap. Exactly, a majestic C flat flap that you used to be able to fly on, and you can't anymore. You like me flaps. I think you missed a word in that, but I do indeed enjoy a decent pair of wet flaps. They, you know, when you say things and then almost immediately regret it, right? What level am I? Because I think we went in it 19, right? So this is a giant penguin. We are going to need that. Here we go. Let's go. The fun police always spoil the fun. Oh, man. I mean, like, I get that you've got to protect your own kind of patent, right? I get that. But, like, honestly, you know, if you're not going to give me the game that I want, all right, and you're going to insist on sort of some other, oh, this is why I'm the last time, and this is how we died, was all these guys. Oh no! Oh! Oh! Well, that did not work. That did not work. Right there, that did not work. Right. So, let's respawn there. Almost like you can't play games very well. Thank you, Elusive. Good to see you here, watching rather than. Thank you, the Great Mushroom, for the failed trombone. So now I've got to go back and get my stuff. That's the desolate church. So it's up here somewhere. There it is. So you're meant to be able to kind of dodge, okay? You're meant to be kind of be able to barrel roll, but the barrel roll is left control, right? Such a ball ache to get your fingers to. You got done by a pirate penguin. I mean, we would all love to get done by a pirate penguin. I don't think that is even in debate here. Right, okay. Open. Take that. Right. Make sure we've got the right weapon. That's not the right weapon. We're going to want that one. Right. Okay. And try again. Would you like to enter the dungeon? Yes. Can you not just remap your keyboard? No. Or at least you couldn't the last time I looked. So I've come in at night and he appears to be asleep. Which seems to be the best way to do this. Right. So that's those three done. There we are. That was a nice sort of 400 waking. I mean, can you just imagine, right? You're having a nice chill nap, right? And then somebody shoots you in the head with a crossbow. Run! Oh, stop that. Well, this is going a bit better than last time. No. Right, let's see. Do we have... Oh, we've got two of them. Ah! Q. Oh, come on! He was in the ball before that. But I defeated him! So, I mean, that counts. I defeated him. I was dead at the time, but it counts. So, one pirate penguin for me. Now I'm going to do is go back and get my stuff. At least it's not that far, right? It's not like I have to sort of travel too far because the fast travel point is right here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, so there you go. And now I'm just going to run up the stairs. And yes, I'm cold. And as you can see, I am taking damage. That's because I'm doing the naked run. Now, what's really interesting in this game is that the naked run at night, particularly, does mean that you do take damage. Now, these bosses are all repeatable. So you can kill them all again if you so wish. For the same kind of loot after a certain amount of time. So let's just fast travel back. Dum ba dum. Let's see. Quick check of Discord, see if Little John said anything. Nothing that I can see. It's just that I can hear, that whoop a bump. It's probably because I haven't muted the server. Stick that on mute. Right. So that was a surprisingly good run. Now, what we can do is we can swap the Pen King that we already have for this one. Now, this is a better Pen King because it was a boss. Okay. He comes with, if we, I don't know if we can we just, no, we've got to, how do we, I can't remember how we open it, but he's got Philanthropist. And there is a way of just opening a few details. There we go. So we've got Brave Sailor. While fighting together, Fire Pals drop more items when defeated. Has the Emperor slide. That's the slide that basically ended me twice. Iceberg, that turns you into an iceberg. And Aquagun. Now, Philanthropist, when assigned to a breeding farm, breeding speed is increased by 100%, which is great. But we still need cake. And we are a long way from getting cake. So let's just head to bed, because at least we will heal while we do so. Oh, apparently we just missed the cutoff. So it is in fact still evening. Well, it's morning apparently, but we are fully healed, so that's enough lying around for you. Right. Let's go and repair things. Oh, loads of arrows. That'll do. And then we'll repair this. There we are. Anything else needs repair? That needs repair. The thing you don't want running out when you're in the middle of a fight is that. That penguin is a magnificent hat. It makes me so happy to see Zen like the hat. Zaki Blade Daniels, there is no way I could not like this hat. This hat is genius. Absolute genius. I'm actually just going to dump you on BRB because I've just noticed that it's getting dark, and I'm going to go turn the light on so you can also.
No, I just clicked scrap on the bit of food that I found.
Sorry, I shouldn't have done.
Oi, stop it. Spank the zombie, spank the zombie, spank the zombie.
Nice to see that nothing's changed, really. There you are. Now you can see the hat. Just how cool is that? Right, raises the carrying capacity. I've got a life pendant, accidentally that slightly raises health. Health level 1. I've got some stat points I can spend. I might as well do that while I'm here. I think we probably need to do a bit more of attack, really. Baby Shark isn't coming. It's fine. I stopped it. It's fine. We definitely need more health. And probably more carry weight. And then the last bit is more stamina. Here we are. Hey. Right. It's catching up again. Craft a small food bag. Visit number 1. Well, so that's where we are. Right. So these are the kind of no. These are the things that we can build. Now we can build a mega glider, which now we might need to do now that we can't use so much for working for it. That went out for the window with you. Yes. Yeah, no, that is fair. I did intend, for those wondering, when Zaki Blade Daniels' character dumped me to make them work for winning me back, you know. But I mean, just look at the hat, all right? Like, if somebody presented you with that, do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of thought, a lot of love went into this. So you know, I was quite happy to kind of skip on the whole. Oh, Nightwing saddle. Do I want a Nightwing saddle? Do I want to be able to ride a thing? Yes. And I only need 1 metal ingot. Well, change of plan, folks. We're going to go ride a bird. Which is kind of what we do a lot here, really. But we are going to go ride an actual bird. Get your minds out the gutter, everybody. Here we are, 27 metal. And then all the other PAL workshop stuff is over here, because I need to move it yet. You can thank Ziggy's baby sister when she comes in July. I don't know whether or not I should be afeared or not of that idea. The idea that there's going to be more of them. Oh, look, it's the weird hand thing. Man, this is going to take a while. Be afraid. Thank you. She put the pieces together. Wow. Look at that. Can we just take a moment, right, to appreciate the fact that this Lavanda is also making things with a hip wiggle. Like what is that? Like what is that hip wiggle going on there? But for some reason they also have this really scary run, that sort of claws out run thing. I don't. This game, man. This game. Right. So, having taken out that boss, I think we go do another one. The heart between its legs. It's not questionable, mushroom. Very seductive, Suzaki. Suggestive is what's going on there. It's coming to get you. It's not coming to get me. The great mushroom. That's unlikely to happen. Zaki, I like that you are just shouting very seductive. Like, that's just... Okay, so we can now ride a Nightwing. I mean, look, I get that you like things that are very seductive. I get it. My keyboard is wonky. It might get someone coming, though. It might get somebody coming, though. Right, that was a night... Right, what was that? What did I just make? What saddle did I just make? I should have been paying more attention. It was a Nightwing. I think it was a Nightwing. Why is that still there? Why was that still there? That's just... Also, why does it still work? It's wrong. Yay! Right, rise. All right, so we've got stamina, which depicts how long we're going to rise. Are we not connected that there's the Smexy whatever it is and a floating pair of dexterous hands? We are not concerned at all. That's the cult, Anna's Carmel. The sounds didn't work. Oh, hang on. Let me just fix that. All right, try that again. Are you meant to be hearing game audio? You probably are. I thought you were hearing game audio. But apparently not. Let me just see what's going on. Audio output. Add existing, add that one, turn off that one. All right, could somebody run a sound? It is all about science. This cult is dedicated. It's a dedicated follower of power. Did you get sounds that time? Yeah, it works. Excellent. Right, okay. I apologize for that. I don't know why that wasn't working. Right, what am I doing? Oh yeah, we're going to go over here. Now we have been here before.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. There's no way they can prove anything.
Now we can dismount. And then we can glide down. Meow. There we are. Right. Okay. Oh, hello. I mean, that is a very good sock gap. That is a very good look, Little John. That's a very good look. Right, this is our little village. We've been here before. You can tell because we've got this. Wait, was that a laugh? Did I just hear a Little John? Wait, am I even? No, I'm not even in the channel. That was just so. I heard a laugh and I was like, "Is Little John in the streaming channel?" I'm not even in the streaming channel. What's going on? Why can I hear Little John's laugh? It's very, very weird. So are you not getting game audio? Because like I'm getting game audio. Let me know if you're not getting game audio. You did it stuck in your head. You are now. Yes? No? Some people are and some people aren't. I don't know how that even works. Let's make this thing make a noise. Did you hear that? Yes, game audio, no game audio. Has Elusive left their speakers off and is therefore making me wonder about my game audio, but they've got no speakers on. The lag on your chat is horrific. Yes, I know. We now have game audio. Yes, I know the lag on the chat is horrific. The lag on the whole thing is horrific. I am running on a potato. Like we've had this conversation. I did try very hard tonight to run it on a server because I had this mad idea that now this is on the PlayStation 5. If I could get this working on a server, I could run the game on the PlayStation 5 and then stream on the laptop. Job done is the plan. But I couldn't get the server to work. So instead, you're stuck with this. All right, this is just how that goes. Now there's a guy over there. A level 50 messenger of love. Okay. Hello. Hello there. I'm the messenger of love and emotional expression. I've come to deliver a refreshing joy to your heart desires. Now let's try surprise together. Press 4 to open the menu and select emotes. Okay. Press 4. Emotes. Surprised. Oh wait, do I have to do this where they can look? Okay, stay. Right, hang on. No, wrong one. Emotes. Surprised. Yay! Cloth outfit, 8 gold coins. And I received a reward from the messenger of love. Why not? Well, I got the server running. It just would not load the save file. And if you're interested, if you have a look over on the Discord, the server itself is still running. With it's a level 12 hawk. With all the details in the Discord, in case you wanted to go and argue with it. Right, I'm going to attempt to take on this guy. I probably won't. Actually, let's find out. We haven't taken this thing into a battle yet. Let's find out what a Lavander does, shall we? 3, 2, 1. I mean, this guy has a machine gun, which I think is unsporting. Okay, let's have a go. Can we get them? Now, remember, folks, we do not catch because if you catch humans, apparently the game doesn't like it when you do. So we've taken him down. Successful bounty token. That was surprisingly fun and very useful. Just watching that wiggle. Just look at that wiggle. Oh, right. But you can. What's the problem? But I can what? Elusive. Now. All right. So there's more syndicates up here. So let's go and take them on. Do 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 do. Right now, if we get a little headshot. I love that it does do extra damage, and I love that you can look at that. Just defeated them. Just gone. Right. Gonna quick check over here to see if there's any eggs. No, no eggs. So a lot of the lag is actually around the updates. In that OBS updates very slowly while I'm running something else. So we probably want map actually. Now it feels like there should be some sort of fast travel point somewhere around here. I'm not seeing one. Let's see what else have we got. That I've got to say, right, seeing that wiggle out of the corner of my eyes is incredibly distracting. What? Right, okay, I'm guessing that's, yeah, okay. That was, you know, you're concentrating on something and suddenly what you hear is a scream. Thank you for what? What happened? What did I miss? Are you finally out of channel points, Saki Blade Daniels? Is that what the problem is? Ooh, Joltogs. Let's get us some Joltogs. Alright, you back in your Pokeball. Missed. Oh, what's up here? I'm sure they're over there. They're running. Let's see if we can get a Joltog. That was just a tad too effective. As Garmel's got some to spend. Well, I mean, if you have a look, there are a whole bunch of channel redeems that you might be interested in exploring. You don't just have to spend them on sounds. You can spend them on other forms of channel redeem. There we are. Wild pals are easy to capture when their health is low. Yeah, I get that, game. But I need to, you know, not actually kill them in doing so. Oh, well, I wasn't after a Diahal, but never mind. It's a level 8 Diahal. There's now 2 of them, that's a problem. Because I can't hit the broadside of a barn. Let's just solve this problem. Well, that was quite successful. Okay, I can hear gunfire. Let's go see if we can find out where that's coming from. You want to see the hatchet? So, it's not just a hatchet. It is a small. It is a small toast. So, Zachy Blade Daniels, for all that you have done, for all that you are, for all that we have enjoyed together, for the last couple of days where we have spent in a field playing opposite each other, playing games together. It has been absolutely fantastic, and I want you to know that through all of that, you have been awesome. From me to you, Zachy Blade Daniels. How's that? Did that work? Was that acceptable? Now, one of the things that I always assumed was that we couldn't capture other people's pals, but that's not actually true. So if I just ignore those for a bit and try and focus on this guy. Right, now the problem is that he is particularly tough. Come on. Missed, because the lag is killing me. Oof. Quite literally, the lag is killing me. Now, they're quite difficult to do, but you can actually. So I need to aim for his feet. Here we are. So he's still alive. I didn't want him. I wanted him. Ah! No! That one. Here we are. Right, critical. Right, now. No, come on! No, come on! We can do this. Let's see if I can aim for his head. Maybe I'll get an extra couple of points if I get his head. Yeah, okay, got a critical bonus. No! Oh, maybe it's because this guy's still alive. Oh, no, did get him. Nice. Oh, all right. Well, let's put you in a Pokeball. Pokeball, PalBall. Ow, stop that. This is always the problem when you try to catch them, is that actually you end up taking too much damage. It doesn't need to be run on a dedicated Windows server. It will run on a Linux server. And it is running on a Linux server. What I can't get it to do is to run the no. I can't get it to run the right save file. So it'll run fine. I can connect with it. I can connect with it with both this and the place. Well, with the laptop at least. I haven't tried with the PlayStation yet. So it'll run. It's just not picking up the right save file. Right, fast travel. Is that really the nearest one we've got? Okay. Naked run time. Naked run time. I love the bit where it just goes silent. Come on. Right. Now. Over there. There it is. So I need to get up there. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? I mean, I can just fly. I don't need to mess about with this sort of... I mean, it's up, so I can just fly, right? I mean, stamina appears to be a thing. But that's okay. Oh, no! Huh. Okay, so what I found there was if you log in to the server that I that's there and run sh palworld.sh, runs and starts fine. Steam CMD, job done. Right, we're going to do this the easy way. I'm just going to fly the whole way. Maybe. It was over here somewhere, wasn't it? Maybe it was over there. I don't remember. Well, that's a good start, Zen. Do you even know where you're going? I can't see him. Of course you can't, because... There we are. All right. There we are. Rise. So, it's stamina to rise and stamina to fly while risen. Okay. Good to know. Ah. Right, okay. Fine. We've gone the wrong way. It's fine. Come on. Dismount! There we are. So we want to be over here. And then we're going to try that again and try not to die from the cold while we naked run. Just gotta wait for it to load in, though. Naked run! That's the one that's now been showing up. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to pause here for a moment. And then we should be able to fly up. Right, so we're now at that point of seeing what's going to happen first. Do I die from the cold, or do I actually get as far as my stuff? Who knows? It's right there. We just need to not die. Here we go. Right, up. 76. Oh, it's going to be cutting it fine. The Syndicate Thug is still alive, which will be a problem. Have to dismount. Open. Collect. Run. Right. Just going to run with all my stuff. I'm going to run far away. Here's what I'm going to do. Right, there is another Incineram over there, but first what I need to do... do I not have any... Oops. No. Okay, we are not playing that game. We are leaving, is what we're doing. We are far too hurt, and we don't have any food in our inventories. Oh, they're asleep. I don't know whether or not it'll work. It did not work. It didn't work. Error, it did not work. Right. Let's have a look. By diligent use of the tactic of running away, let's bring Nightwing back. We seem to have survived. I don't know where we are, though. So I think that light over there is our last death. So let's at least head towards it. I've got to say, actually, getting a flying mount this kind of early in the game is a really interesting game choice. Now, I get getting a flying mount later in the game, and I get that this is kind of, you know, the stamina is quite low comparatively. But it does still seem to be a bit of a game changer. And of course, you know, it is kind of it's fairly random. And I mean, I guess you can, you know, focus on getting a Nightwing if you want. Now, so I don't know whether or not there we can pick it up. There we are. I wasn't sure whether or not it would let us pick it up while actually on Nightwing. Now, if I remember rightly, we died because we saw an egg up here somewhere. So let's try that again, but this time with some stamina. 1, 2, 3, hop. Ah, there it is. Look, I did see an egg. I did. All right, let's pick that up. Verdant egg. It says build an egg incubator, which is interesting because we've built two. Well, I built one and Little John built one. So let's go find out what happens if we put this in the egg incubator. And then, being as we've unlocked another boss, we'll go do the other boss. How's that sound? I love that of the things that I can see on my screen, there is just this sort of little tiny bit of Little John, which I'm quite enjoying. It's a very good little bit of Little John. Yes, it's Little John is very sweet. Right, we are back. What am I doing? I'm going to put the egg in the egg incubator. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now, will it notice that I have made an egg incubator by putting the egg in the egg in the egg? I told you I was getting changed. You were indeed getting changed, Little John. I was just telling you that I was enjoying it. Right. So that kind of went our way and then kind of didn't. Now, we did get an Incineram out of it. And I do quite like the Incineram. It is kind of one of the most kind of powerful sort of walking creatures that I've found so far. But then again, fire just seems to be powerful in this game. So is the Incineram. Let's just show you Incineram. So here it is. An Incineram. Stronghold Strategist, right? So it could probably, but we kind of need this, right? We are kind of keeping that medicine and sort of, I mean, that does do fire and mining, so we could just replace that. There we are. So where is the Incineram? Where'd he go? Oh, they're over there. Look at that. There it is. Look at them. Breaking rocks and then noonday stun. I told you, however, can I ask you to check the streaming Discord? You can indeed. One moment, everybody. Let's have a look at streaming Discord. Don't know. Change it. It might have been something very secure. I don't know. Did I make it? Did I make it Steam that? Like that's you know, very secure. A totally 100% secure password. That. Now, by sending these off on the expeditions, which we did the last time, this is all the loot that you get. So you get some food, you get some ordinary mushrooms, you get some pal spheres, but more importantly, you get a whole bunch of iron. So it's absolutely worth just, you know, constantly, if you can, you know, auto spamming them off. Oh, it wasn't that. Oh, right. No idea. Is the honest answer. Just change it. I mean, change it to that if you like. Right, so we've got a whole bunch of ore. Let's just turn that there. Hungry. We should probably do something about that, because if I'm hungry, then the rest of my PAL team is hungry, so we are gonna need some food. And we should probably think about finishing this bar, maybe. So that's a whole bunch of baked berries that we've just picked up, but they're still not finished cooking with those. Yeah, that's a lot of people eating the baked berries. Let's see, what have we got cooking over here? Oh, we can do fried mushrooms. We've got chickpea saute, so we might as well make like as many of that as we can, because that will actually, the higher the tier the food, the more san it gives. So san is sanity. That it gives the pals, which means that it increases the way in which they work, even those that are out on the field. So kind of the more that we can take with us, the better. But one of the issues that we've got is that the pals will work in what they consider to be their own priority. So while obviously for you and I, we're looking at this going, actually, clearly what we want Incineram to do is to be working on the fires. Incineram is off mining, despite the fact that we've got two other pals that are able to do that for us. So it's not necessarily a useful kind of organization in that way. Now you can assign pals directly to a thing, but they will only stay there as long as there is work to do, or depending on the pal, just stay there looking at it even if there's no work to do. Neither of which is kind of a function. What we kind of need is the ability to sort of say, actually, I want you to do these jobs in order of priority. Just not there yet. But hopefully soon, eh? Hopefully soon. Now, the recent patch to PalWorld did add some more pals in, and it did, as I say, take away gliders, which is, you know. Now, they have said that there are going to be more changes. Now, amongst those, they are saying that you may no longer be able to ride your pals, which kind of seems like defeating the object, really, for me. Because kind of like, you know, if you're going to take that away, what are you going to give us instead? I get that we don't need to glide on a pal. It's cool, but we don't need it. And having the pal in our inventory does give us a buff, but it's not as cool as gliding with a pal, right? And if it's going to take up an inventory slot as well, what's the point? So I'm kind of hoping that now there has been this idea that they're going to take away flying on pals. So getting rid of flying mounts, I think actually that will be quite difficult for Nintendo to actually prove, because there is lots of prior art of being able to have flying mounts, if that makes sense. I'm very surprised that they won, you know, gliding with a mount, because I would, yeah, but I mean, I can see that. And I can see that if it's one of those things you've got to give away rather than actually going to fight Nintendo in court, okay, it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. It is a shame, but it's not a big deal, right? So I can kind of get that, but and I get, yeah. Look, we can all see it. We're looking at this, and we can all see that there are similarities. But the weird things that they are choosing to go after in their patents don't really seem to make sense in that way. So, you know, it is very odd. Right, now, let's empty the inventory. Now, did the pals sort out that small pile? Now, I'm going to try this again, because I don't know whether or not they're timing out or whether or not they're being sorted. So let's just sort of drop that. Now, I know that you can't drop special things, so money and that kind of things, but you should be able to drop sort of standard items and have them sorted. So let's let's see if we sort of drop these. That's a penkin plume, so that should get sorted. That should get sorted. That should get sorted. And then that should get sorted. And then that should get sorted. So let's see. Do we have what we kind of need is a lift mop to kind of come and sort that. Maybe I'll just swap one of the Vixies out for something that carries things. Let's see what we've got. So we've got two of these. I think pretty much everything is going to be out on the mission. Yeah, everything's out on the mission. I didn't think that through, did I? See, that can carry things. So maybe if I throw Lavender at it. So it's V to throw Lavender at something. Don't appear to be able to pick her up. Oh, maybe because she is my one. What about you? Do you have... Yeah, you have the ability. Alright, you. And then let's just throw you at you. What do you mean no work in the vicinity? There absolutely is work in the vicinity. I want you to sort my stuff. Right, here you are. Sort my stuff. Sort my stuff. Stop that. Okay, so he's now transporting that, at least. Right, well, let's find out what this does. Floppy! Nice. Alright, okay, so let's swap somebody out for a Floppy. Because a Floppy will do what we want. There we are. Lots of carry. Where did it run off to? What are you doing? Sort my stuff! You're meant to be sorting my stuff. So how do I get them to sort my stuff? Anybody any ideas how do I get them to sort my stuff? Fine. Maybe what we need is just a pal that just carries things. I think that's what the weird hand thing is meant to do. And there absolutely needs to be a sort of, you know, copy all into the box, right? Because these chests just ain't big enough. Open that one, copy that. I mean, there's coins there. We can probably swap that out for that. Oh, cool. So those do stack if they're the same. That's quite good. Now we do have some stone stuff over here. So hopefully those So, they haven't put the stone in the stone box. I don't know what's going on there. Suspicious. Boink, boink. There's 94 stone in this one, though. Which just seems a bit off. Well, obviously, I put that stone there, but I'm just sort of very confused as to why there is all this stone just lying around, just actively not being sorted. Yeah, I'll have some palladium. They absolutely need to put in this, like, a pal that will sort things. I mean, just for me, obviously, and my inability to sort chests. But also, it needs to be there. Right, let's just sort that. Right, well, that's a bit better. I might need to build another chest. Because, like a lot of these kind of games, there is just so much that kind of needs storing. No, I don't want it there. I want it there. See, if we hold left click, we get this wonderful little alignment, allowing us to kind of line things up properly, which I love. It's going to make things look so lined up. That's a thing. When this does become a server, I am going to need somebody to log on and to sort all this stuff. That's what's going to have to happen there. Right. So we've got that. We've got that. Let's get some arrows. Yeah. Thank you, Vixie. And some gold. Like, great stuff. Now, look at them. It's just 3 of them now. That's not very helpful. There needs to be a way of kind of reducing, because they will do 999 stone, and I don't need 999 stone. Just very frustrating. Okay. Whoa. How is everybody doing? Is everybody having a good night? Hopefully, you've all recovered. You're all enjoying yourselves. Now, for those of you that don't remember the Desolate Church, let me just remind you of this guy. Metal merchant. So you can buy all these kinds of stuff with Doge coins. Okay, that's less said about that, the better. Now, okay, so there's smoke over there. We've been over there. Let's have a look. Where are we on the map? So we've opened up more places that we have been. But there's still nothing over here, look. There's no... I can't believe that there is no fast travel point over there. But we're going to head towards this Swepper, which is just over there, and see if we can kill that one. Yeah. Why did I do that? I could have flown. I could have flown. Could have just flown over here. Much more serene. And then through here. And there it is. That is a king packer. And it looks absolutely bananas. And I want one. So, right. Think it's a normal type. So we probably want to get its escort. Oh, no, they've run off. Okay, excellent. Oh, I only did 34 points of damage with a headshot. This might not go well. Okay, Liftmonker's not doing it. Okay. All right. Go, Lavender, and distract it. Highly effective. Excellent. I just like the fact that that is 33. Come on. Yep, still only 30 for a direct shot. Just gonna just have to keep running away. That's all I can do, really. Missed. How did I miss something that big? Come on. Oof. Well, there goes all of my shield in one hit. That giant leap. This has got to be a rideable one, right? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I mean, we're doing damage to it, but it is taking a lot. My armor is damaged. I mean, we are doing damage, it's just taking a while. I'm fairly certain it's being attacked, but I'm not sure it's making a difference. Dire Howl is not the answer here. Alright, let's try you. Well, that's done for the last of the Malpackers, so there's something. I can't see if it is doing damage, because I'm too busy running away. 1,000, I mean, kind of. Like 7s and 6s and stuff. Ow. Alright, let's pull you back. No, that's not what I want. I want that one. Oh, no, don't die, don't die. I mean, fire feels like it's doing more damage, but it's not as effective as Lavender. I missed. I mean, not that it surprises anybody, considering the size of it. Oh! Oof. Okay. Lavender is still not healed enough. Dire Howl is still not healed enough. Nightwing. Alright, Liftmulk. You're going to have to. It's on you. I mean, we're getting there, right? It's just taking a lot. 32 points of damage. Okay. No, it's not what I wanted to do. What I want to do is that. No, didn't want to do that. Lavander's actually a bit more healed. So you take them into your inventory and they will actually heal. So what you do need to do is, if you can manage it, is to just stay alive while the one you need heals. But I mean, even then, Lavander's doing basically the same amount of damage as I am. And that giant leap is just nasty. Oh. I mean, we are getting there. It's down to 590. We probably haven't got anything that we can capture in, but we'll give it a go. No. Lavander is apparently in danger, but it still seems to be doing okay. 436. 420. If we can get it down below kind of, whoops, below 200. No! Ow. Okay, here we go. 1% chance of capturing it. Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Well then. We got the King Packer. Nice. Very nice. Now that I was not expecting. Oh, Capacity did not like just being woken up and putting it into a PAL sphere. Oh, come on. Give it a bit more damage. There we are. Aww. Dead. Boo! Right. No, didn't want you. I want you. Because we're going to fly up this hill. Because apparently up here there is a this smoke. Oh, that's because it's a syndicate hideout. That's unfortunate for me. Ow. Just gonna leave. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna leave. Dum -da -dum -da -dum -da -dum. Let's just fly away from that guy because we don't really need. Let's just rest. So there is a. See, it's claiming that there's one just here. So we must have passed one. Is that the nearest? But that's the one at the top of the village. Boo. Is there genuinely no more? I mean, that feels rude, honestly. It feels rude that there isn't any more. Let's just fly to the... Ooh, there is an egg up here. I thought there might be. So difficult and hard to reach places is often where you find eggs. It's a damp egg. Damp. Okay, so we're looking for, see those plumes? And there's one over there. When they're not taken, they're kind of like an orangey plume. But I'm not seeing one. I'm just very surprised that all over this mountain. I mean, there's one just over there. Can you see it just on the far edges on the left? I'm just very surprised that there isn't one on the mountain. Maybe if we get up to that top, we can find one. And you can just see there, just off to the right in the distance, that there's the world tree. That's where we eventually are going. Now, apparently, you can just go there. There is nothing stopping you. You may die a lot, but like the game doesn't have invisible walls or anything, which is in some ways kind of cool. And obviously, taking down sort of some of the more powerful things does. Ooh, I don't know what that was. I just slammed myself into a wall. I don't think that was helpful. As I was saying, taking on more powerful pals does level you up, but you do kind of have to capture them, and you can't capture them if they're too far above your level with a standard pal sphere. And eventually you can't capture them whatever. Like the standard pal sphere has like a maximum level to which it can reach. Okay. Who are you? Scoot, Dine and Dasher. It says I'm meant to fight this guy. Well, he's just kind of sat there. Level 10 Scoot, okay. I mean, that was like fairly straightforward. I shot him in the head and then he died. I like it. Collecting these bounty tokens, what we should do, let's go and find ourselves. Now we saw it. There's one over there. And there's one over there. So I'm looking for fast travel points. Oh. Now there is a cultist hideout down there. See, there's loads over there leading up towards that. Now that's a sort of a boss fight over there. And there's one over there. Now we are quite far from any kind of one here. All the way up here. There just simply doesn't seem to be one on this little outcroppy thing. At least not one that I'm seeing. All right, I'm going to do something stupid. So I'm going to fly into this just to see what pal is in that cage. Oh, it's only they're only level 5 anyway. And they do appear to already be shooting at me. It's sort of a large yellow one. I don't know what they are. No, not Direhell. Because she seems to be quite effective against these guys. So let's go and have a look. So this is kind of these places are really good places to kind of... Is that a Drummond? Okay. Right, so this PAL, this is a good find. Now this is going to produce PAL oil. Now PAL oil is what you need for guns. Nice. Very useful. Very, very, very useful. So back on our quest to find a fast travel point. Yep, didn't think I'd get there. Right, so... Yeah, now we saw them over here, I think. Windswept Hills. Okay, not that way. Just need to find a fast travel point. And I might as well go forward rather than go back. Because this section we're all kind of over-leveled for. And when we have the ability to build a new base, what we're going to be doing is you get to build more than one base. So you kind of build a starting base to kind of help you level up. And then what we're going to do is try to find a sort of a place deeper in, you know, so that what we can then do... Let's make sure we don't fall in the water. The deep water, that is. This bit's fine, you can run across it. But if you happen to swing over on your glider and land in the deep water, my experience is that because gliding takes stamina, what actually happens is that you end up fairly dead. Now, what you might notice is that our gliding is not as long as it used to be. Now, a lot of that is entirely because we have taken celery out of our inventory because we have a vanworm. But it is the one that improves our gliding distance. So it does improve our gliding distance when it's in our inventory anyway. So, you know, it does, you know, we're still getting the same buff, but we just can't fly with them in our inventory. So if we go down here, Lavender is attacking a Direhell. Now there is a... Let's see if we can just take out the Direhell, maybe.
Yeah.
I really wish that the damage wouldn't still reach you. Come on. There we go. There we are. You need 12 of them. I'm not sure what for. Sorry, looking at inspo for Zig's dress. Sealed Realm of the Swordmaster, level 23. What kind of inspiration? are you looking at? Are we talking for the dress basically, you know, just kind of 2 strips of fabric and nothing else? Oh, I'm gonna die. Doing it anyway. Oh, yeah. Did you see that? 22 points of damage. Ah. Well, things we've already learned is it's a fire type. Oh, whoa! And it is very fast. Let's go hide behind this thing. Hang on, that's grass. Stop that. Pick a... Leviander does not appear to be actually, you know, it's the first thing we've kind of fought so far that isn't kind of effective. And I'm only doing 10 points of damage. So I'm guessing that's why it's saying dangers, that it's just not doing enough damage. Oh, no, they are also out. So this is not effective. I mean, it's doing damage, but it's not particularly effective. I am making good use of the pillar. And I'm still... Oh, it teleported. Don't do that. That's unfair. Let's go hide behind this other pillar and try again. That is for the night time. Well, I will definitely look forward to that dress as well. Do you know what? I genuinely don't know what my character is going to wear. Because I'm not entirely sure, because he's quite fancy anyway, what kind of things I could get made. So, does anybody have kind of any idea? Now, obviously, I'm going to be wearing the purple tricorn. So, so if anybody's got any kind of ideas what would work well... Oh, ow. Here goes my armor. Doing like 10 points of damage slowly, but he does not appear to be doing much damage to Direhowl. Direhowl does appear to be damaging him real slow. Oof. Oh, wow. Okay. That got me smacked in the face. I'm gonna have to hide here for a bit. Do I actually have any food? Yes. Come on, get out of the menu. Ah! Oh, no. Oh, no. Lol. I've been good too. Yes, yes, you have been good. And I still died. Oh man, that was so close. I wonder if you can get back and see whether or not does the fight restart, or are they already on the same kind of health? Let's go back and find out. These are the questions we need to know, right? Now I've got to do is find out where I was. So that's where we were. Now, actually, before we go, I am going to swap out that because I think it's a fire type, and I think if we take a water type, then it might actually do a lot of damage. I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking maybe. So we shall see. First, let's go get our stuff. Naked run. Now, the way that backpack jiggles there, that must really rub. Like, that's going to really hurt after a lot of running, right? Come on. You. Right. Okay, so we don't... So it never remembers what was in your inventory, which is slightly frustrating. Okay. Enter the dungeon. Now, we're only one level above it. So, you know, it is... Ah. So we are likely to die because we didn't do well enough last time. And Pen King is only... oh, do you know what I should have done, actually? Because the thing it always forgets to do is to put those back there. Okay, so that is an ice attack. But I'm not seeing it being super effective. And I would have thought that that ice attack would have been effective. Oof. I mean, that ice slash, whatever it is. I mean, even hitting in the head, we're getting 24 points of damage. Where'd he go? See, because he's doing fire attacks, I just assumed that he'd be... that's the ice attack that got me last time. That he'd be some sort of fire type. So 36 if I can hit him bang in the head. Pen King is doing really well out there. I'm mostly hiding behind this pillar. I mean, it does seem to be doing quite well at avoiding his attacks. We might need to be sort of thinking about getting some sort of... because there are pals that you can have that are always out if you have the right kind of gear for them. So you could take them into things like this and you would have 2 pals. Let's try you. Okay, it's 48, not better, but not worse. Seems to be ranged. That distance covering slash is quite lethal. Oh man, I hate that. You shoot into the pillar, even though like it looks like you can see. Okay, I thought he was going to do the wide slash thing then. That thing. Which really ruined our whole day. Oh! Okay, Nightwing is nearly done. Now we know that there's a pillar over here, and if we can get there... Oh! Die hell. Do something. Okay. Let's just hope we can make it to the other pillar before he lets off another attack. Okay. Gonna keep an eye just in case we can get him down to kind of below 200. And then we will try. Oh! Can't hit the broadside of a barn. Okay. — 1% chance. 10%. 30. Okay. Just gonna keep doing this in the vague hope that we can capture it. Oh no! Come on. Yes! Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Okay, all right. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 That I might be quite excited about the fact that I managed that the second time. Well done, Diahal. Do you want to leave the dungeon? Yes. Woof woof. Thank you, Nifsig. Thank you, Nifsig. Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do? I think, actually, I think I deserve a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right. Wow. Okay. So we just did that. That's what, 3 bosses tonight? That's a massive surprise. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna catch a celebratory full whack on the way back. No, I'm not, because he's already running and I can't hit the broadside of a barn. Got him. Oh. Now I'm in a fight with 2 things. I don't want to be in a fight with 2 things. You, get in the ball. You, stop it. Well, that didn't help. Alright, okay. You do something about that, will you? It's a level 13 Vanwim. If we can take it, we will, because it means that we will have more than 1 flying mount. But that does involve me hitting the broadside of a barn. Which does not appear to be a thing I'm capable of doing. Come on, you've even got a little reticule that you can hit with. There we go, that's better. Okay. So, put the pal away so that actually it doesn't accidentally kill it. Huh. New pal captured Vanworm. Interesting. I thought we had one. No, we do not have a Vanworm. Huh.
Yeah.
We have a Nightwing. Okay. What's that? A woolly pop.
Yeah.
What's a woolly pop? Its entire body is 18,000 times sweeter than sugar. Carnivorous pals, lured by its scent, will find themselves overwhelmed by its sweetness and even pass out. Okay. Look at the round cow. Look at the round cow. Look at the round cow. Like, round is its whole existence. Right, now got to capture it before I kill it. It's called a Mozzarina. Got a cow. It looks so sad when you shoot it. Oh, it's all right, buddy. Gonna take you back. Come on, all the way up. Yeah, 2 Mozzarinas. Now, where was that other woolly pop? It's over there. I don't think I've ever seen one of you. I caught the last one just by shooting a ball from behind, so I guess we try that again, right? Capture rate of 1. Do you know what I probably should have done was just check, you know, what the state of my armor was. It is kind of cute though. Look at it.
Yeah.
It appears to be made of candy floss. Oh, that didn't work well. Right, aim for its feet. Thing is, if you aim for its head, you'll do too much damage, and then you can't capture it. Oh, come on. Okay, aim. Like that, see? Oh, so they drop high quality pal oil. All right, so that's kind of good to know, actually. What's that? Can you just see those 2 ominous glowing eyes? That's quite disturbing. I'm gonna go towards this. Supply drop initiated. Okay, so I am going to make my way towards that, but first I'm going to try and capture another woolly pop. Unlock the fast travel just in case. Right, try not to attack it from the front. Okay. Oh! Well, I got a critical that time, so maybe. Come on. Yeah! 2 of them. I quite like them. They're cute. Cotton candy. Chief Judge. Serpent. Okay. I don't think we have a servant. What are you? About serial cheater. Okay. Had 20 lovers at the same time. Okay. I don't. Oh, intel dealer. So he just deals with the intel about where we can find them. All right. Okay. Legendary hit and run driver, scared the heck out of everyone recently. Yeah, okay. Okay. So find these people, take them out, get bounty hunter tokens. Right. So we're going to head towards where this supply drop is supposedly dropped, somewhere over here. And then, oh. Come on, love ant.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that went well. All right, so, oh, right, what have we got? Might Remedy. Extremely valuable potion that permanently raises the attack by a slight amount when consumed. Okay, so that's for the player. And heat resistant undershirt, an accessory that slightly raises heat resistance. And an uncommon schematic for the bow. Huh. Well. And then there's an egg. Well, hasn't that just been massively successful? Okay. So, because I think we're probably at that stage, it is 10:45. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back and then we're going to go find somebody that we can raid. And we're going to go from there. Nice, gentle, chilled stream. Look at that. Looks like we can actually do it. Well done, us. What are you? You are a water boss. Yeah, we're not going to go mess with it. So let's go here. Transfer. Look at us. Look at us. And of course, you know, nobody kind of saw that. Like, got one of the lowest kind of stream numbers in a while, and we have a really successful stream. And clearly, it that's just the way it goes. And then next week, when everybody's back, and we're all like, "Oh, you should have seen us," they're all going to go, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't." I'm going to be like, "No, we did. You know, we were very successful." So let's have a look at our new pals. Yeah, let's see what they do. Q to go back. So we oh, Candy Pop. Passive skills cheery. But can only go in the farm. So what do they produce? Sometimes drops cotton candy when assigned to the ranch. Okay, nice to know. So here's this one. Here's oh no, here's Drummond. Now, wait, F. While in a team increases the attack power of grimed pals, sometimes drop high quality pal oil when assigned to the ranch. And that's what we're going to do. Because we do need the high quality pal oil. So we're going to have to pick somebody to come out. Probably we've got two monkeys. Because what do? You do watering and boxing. So actually, you do logging, and so I'm going to take the love ant out. Now, also we've got a Mozzarina. which produces milk, which is kind of also useful. So we're going to do that. So that's those kind of assigned to the ranch. They have got other jobs, so that can kind of do watering, and they can do mining, and weirdly can carry things. But predominantly they're going to go to the ranch. So that should be kind of more useful. Again, those can plant and carry. So that might make that useful. Now, this is the King Packer. Not very helpful, generally speaking. But, I mean, like, look at that hecking chonk. Look at that hecking chonk. Can be ridden. While in a team, King Packer what? What was that? What was that? What was that summary? Okay. I guess the only way to do that is to go back over here. While in a team something. Okay. Partner skill. While in a team, King Packer helps carry supplies, increasing the player's max carrying capacity. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I get that. Let's go see if we can make a saddle, because I want to ride the heckin' chonk. And I can. And I can. There we are. Right, Vanworm saddle. Oh, so we can also ride the Vanworm. And we've unlocked the musket and the gunpowder. And we're going to need one of them. And we're going to need one of them. While in a team, while Angus in your team, while this is held, your glider's performance is enhanced. Wow, they had to change that pretty quick, didn't they? So, right, okay. That's a lot of tomato plantation. We should probably, I don't think we've got enough tomatoes to do that. And we probably want to unlock the ammo for the muskets. Yes, good shout. Right, okay. So, let's see whether or not, oh, we can in fact make the King Packer saddle. Right, okay. So we're just going to set that off working. We're going to put the 2 eggs, I think it was 2, yeah. There's a damp egg there. There's a fire egg there. There. Yeah, so those are kind of working away. So Musrina and Drummond are just kind of bouncing around in there, so they're going to produce some stuff. Now, we probably can't produce the musket at an ordinary bench. We're probably going to need one of these over here. Okay. See, so this is the, if you remember, we picked up a blueprint. So here is our standard musket, attack of 280. Here is our new musket, new crossbow, attack of 364. But we can't build a musket here. We can build some ammo, and the mega shield. But we can't. Okay, so what are we going to need for that? Production. It's going to be a weapon bench, isn't it? Oh, so we need 10 nails. Right, there should be enough iron over here. All right. Nails. So there's, I think we need 4 because they come in loads of 2. All right. Yeah, that makes 6. I think that's right. Right, so let's, what else do we need for the weapons workbench? Oh, so we need 1 more set of nails. Yeah, okay. So we need this set of nails, but we need 10 and we've got 2. So that's just gonna, So we've got somebody helping us over here, so that's good. Speed up the rate at which this happens. Still telling us to build an egg incubator, even though we have. So hopefully that they will patch that out. Otherwise, our journey is going to look real weird. I love that we just stood here with a monkey helping. Right, that's... And then we just want to make one of those. Because we get 2. Hopefully that'll give us enough iron. We can make a... Oh, no. There's somebody else helping. Yeah, let's acquire that. Weapons, workbench. Yeah. Yeah, we can probably still put it here. It's not going to be massively in the way. And... See, it feels like, right, that the ends should kind of slide in together. But they don't quite, which I think is a shame. It'd be lovely if they kind of all slotted in, like if the ends were right, so that if you put them in a line, you just kind of got one big bench. But that has not been what they have chosen to do. Here we are. All right, select recipe. Muscat. Need 25 ingots. We've got 17. But actually, it is more than that, because I suppose if other people come and join us on the server, everybody's going to need a musket. But we'll just take down this. We will set that off, see whether or not that's going to produce enough metal for us. And if we can, we'll set the musket going, and then we will pick it up next week. That's the plan. Unless, of course, the King Packer saddle is done, because I will just bounce around on that for a moment before heading off to bed. There we are. Pals can equip up to 3 active skills at once. Try swapping in new skills from the party menu. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I wonder what kind of skills. We're not going to do that this week. We're not going to be distracted by that this week. We're going to be on focus. I'm going to run back. I'm going to put this on. There we are. So what's that going to produce? Oh, 22. Well, yeah, no, that should do it. That 22 should do it. Let's go see whether or not the King Packer saddle is ready. I think it is. Look at that. Like, you'll get there eventually, right? Versus the speed of the dire howl. And you get something called the Kingly Slam. Whoosh! I don't entirely know how you aim it. Oh, you got to wait. All right. Takes a while. Let's just back up. These chickpeas are hopefully going to have a bad day if I can get this slam right. Here we go. And boom. What? It did not kill the chickpea. Like, we landed effectively on it, and it did not kill the level 3. Like, what is this ability? All right. Okay, that got it. That killed 2 of them. All right, so that was utterly ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like driving a tank. You know, like really kind of useful, but like everything takes a while to warm up. But equally, it does do a lot of damage. I don't know. It's a sort of. All right. Well, we will see. We will see how that goes. All right. Let's see. Have you made enough? No, you have not made enough iron. All right. So, that is a problem for next week. Let's just leave ourselves with that. Let's just sort of stand here and admire the view. And right. Okay, so I guess that's us. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. I hope you've had a great time. A great big thank you again for the purple tricorn. Look at it, isn't it cool? Aren't I cool? Thank you very much. Thank you, me later. Right, so we are. Thank you. You are well. I am glad you have had a great time. Actually, that is why I do this, is so that the people out there have a good time and I get to have a laugh bodging around with my friends. So so that's why I do